Today we're at Grays Court, which is not far from Henley on Thames. We're on the edge of the Chilterns in the South Oxfordshire countryside. It's a very busy day today. We've got a lot of activity going on. We're currently processing some of our felled oak trees to make timber for our estate. So we're producing lots of gate posts, beams, planks, and we're actually putting these to use building a boardwalk to turn a very muddy, inaccessible path into something that all our visitors can enjoy throughout the year. All the timber that we're milling today comes from National Trust land, either Grays Court itself or our tenant farm within 5 miles. These are oak trees which were dangerous for one reason or another, often root decay, and the risk of them falling on a path or onto property was too great. So we felled the trees but decided to put the timber to good use. We're ensuring that we're not putting chemicals into the soil, so the oak goes in untreated, and we hope this will last for many, many decades in the ground. When the trees are initially cut, you create sunny glades. Ground flora such as bluebells, wood anemone, yellow archangel will thrive in that initial sunny patch, and this draws in insects, particularly butterflies, which feed on the nectar. As the shrub layer starts to grow, this will create the thicket stage, and this is particularly good for nesting birds. And then you get the canopy closure as the trees reach maturity and shade re-establishes. But provided this cycle is allowed to continue, felling in itself is not a bad thing. The important thing is that there is no net loss of trees or loss of our ancient woodland. So the boardwalk we're building is it's going to benefit a lot of people. When you're visiting our estate walk, you'd get to a section not far from our farmyard where the path is very, very muddy in winter, and even on a wet day like today, it's a quagmire. So we're putting this boardwalk in to allow our less able visitors to enjoy this walk. Pushchairs, wheelchairs, or anybody who might have difficulty walking on the sort of rough, boggy terrain can actually enjoy this stretch of path unimpeded.
Today, it's just wonderful because it's one of those rare occasions when we can see the whole process from going from timber from a felled tree and then putting it into the boardwalk so that people can walk not only safely but without getting their feet muddy.
I do a lot of carpentry in my own spare time, so I'm quite useful with woods and tools and things. I quite enjoy doing carpentry. So to me it's like home from home doing this sort of thing, so I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm a frequent visitor. I live locally and I've been a long-term member of the National Trust, and it feels like it would be a good thing to do.
We've got a great bunch of people as well. We've got a good team of fairly elderly gentlemen, and we have a bit of a laugh, which is brilliant.
The job of a ranger is hugely varied. Whilst the core of the work is managing the land, and that involves the habitat management and the access and infrastructure work, so that's the fencing, gate posts, that's our bread and butter, but occasionally we get roped into some unusual things. Our house team will sometimes ask us for a bit of extra muscle to move grand pianos in the mansion. Sometimes it's gathering holly and ivy clippings for Christmas decorations. So the job is hugely varied, very often muddy, very often tiring, but always very rewarding. If you're somebody looking to get into the world of countryside management, one of the best things you can do is to volunteer with your local charity, or if there's a local volunteer group. I myself volunteered with one of those conservation groups at Grays Court about 20 years ago. Going on from gathering that practical experience, having some form of qualification in maybe agriculture, forestry, countryside management, ecology, that's going to be a good thing to have on your CV when you start applying for jobs. Thank you for joining the National Trust at Grays Court today. It's been a pleasure to show you around, and we'd love to have you visit whenever you can. Your support is absolutely crucial to us. Without your support, we couldn't look after places like this and carry out our essential work. So we look forward to welcoming you again. Thank you.